All right. Today I want to talk about a situation, well, a certain topic, talking about the word friend and what friend means, friendship, all those different statuses. So, first, I want to just talk what does, question for everybody, what does friendship mean to you? Okay. So, just think about that for a minute. So, to me, friendship you know, is more than just a word. It's the love that you have for somebody that's greater than just a normal person on the street. Um, Friendship to me means that it's somebody you talk to 2 to 3 times outside of schoolwork, somebody you hang with outside of school or work 2 to 3 times a week, depending on the situation. The situations vary, but this is just something that has become a big problem around me that I've seen throughout my life with not just me but other people. Um, People quick to call somebody their friend, and then next thing you know, they turn around and they talk about that person behind their back, or they say something, this, that, other. A friend to me wouldn't do that. So one of the things that I want to touch on is friendship. So friendship has a bunch of different, tiers. So there's associates. People acknowledge some people that are their associates as their friends. Just because they're real cool. They're cool with this person. This person likes them. This person may even look up to them to a certain degree, you know. Um, then you got people that you're around all the time and y'all click on everything. Y'all disagree from time to time, but y'all still come back. Like the Temptations to the mic, you still come back to the mic. You still come back to the friendship that it is. Uh, Now, I personally don't think that an associate is a friend. An associate is somebody, in my definition, somebody that maybe I work with and I'm cool with. I like them. They're real cool. They're down to earth. Do we hang out? No. We may get together at a lunch or dinner or something once every blue moon, but other than at work, we really don't talk outside of work. Um, that's an associate. Now, that associate could become a friend. So, say me and that associate, we work together. We start hanging out, doing stuff together with their family, my family, or just us two. Then that bond will grow. So we got some similarities in mind, some different things that we believe to be true to ourselves, and we hold dear. We talk outside of work. We text outside of work. We always check on each other. We always uplift each other. Um, Things like that. Those things are gonna calibrate us to the degree of becoming friends. You know. So over time, so say we don't work together no more, we still keep in touch. We still want the best for each other. Those things. Um, so my daughter, she's at school, and she always, for the longest time, Dad, my friend wants me to come over and hang out and this, that, and other. So I'm like, sweetie, that's not your friend. That's your associate or classmate. You go to school with that person. Y'all like each other at school. Do you hang out with this person? Have I ever met this person's parents? Have you ever stayed the night at this person's house? Has this person ever stayed the night at our house? Has this person ever looked to talk to you outside of school? Do you talk outside of school? Do you hang out outside of school? Those things right there are going to lead to a friendship. But if you're not doing that, if you're just at school hanging out with this person and they like you, you like them, that's just a friendly classmate associate bond. That's all that is. Everything else kind of comes after that. But you have to have those different options fall into place to complete that puzzle of being a friendship. I was talking to a guy, and I told him that I was going to start this video talking about, different topics. And I said the first topic I want to talk about is friendship and what it means to me and how people get so caught up in saying someone is their friend that they lose track of the important people in their lives that they should be calling a friend, have you. And he comes at me with, well, I feel like you're just going to waste a lot of time on titles. And I said, well, what does that mean? He said, well, I mean, is it really that important? I mean, if somebody's friend, I said, well, see, that's the problem. You got so many people saying that everybody's their friend, but they never do stuff with this person. They either just hang out with them at work or they see them here and there, and that's it. So I said, so you think this is going to waste time? So wasting time to me would be me not talking about this situation, would be me not putting it out there as a discussion of a topic to talk about. And he's like, well, but I just think, I said, okay, let's go a little bit further. I said, your kids, do you want them to call you dad, father, or would you rather them call you by your name? And he said, yeah, okay, well, I mean, and he started to kind of stumble. And I said, okay, let's look at it like this. Your significant other, your girlfriend, would you think she'd be okay with you going to her saying, you know what, we're not boyfriend, girlfriend no more. We're just cool people. We like each other. We're just friends. No. Titles are good to a certain extent. People need to know their place with you. People need to know where they stand. And if you don't have no lines in the sand, people will constantly cross those invisible lines because they're not there. So he then, kind of understood where I was going, and his whole demeanor changed. And he's like, you know what? I get it. You're right. Titles are needed to a degree. And I said, yeah, to a degree. I'm not saying they're always needed. I'm not saying there's something to be focused on. I'm just saying that they let people know in your life where they are and where they stand. And if somebody's trying to get to another degree or another tier in your life, they need to either work to get there or they stay complacent at where they are. If you're an associate and you're okay with being an associate, it is what it is. You're going to stay where you are. But until then, we shouldn't let people have these titles that they haven't earned. I've had some friends throughout my life that become best friends. And then those best friends become like a brother, and that's just the degree of what they've done in my life and what I've done in their life and what we've done to help each other. If somebody's not helping you progress as a person, as a human being, then why do they have the title friend? A friend should definitely be somebody that you can talk to, that'll tell you what you want to hear versus not telling you at all or telling you what you need to hear, to secure you in moving forward. A friend is not going to just, let you do stupid stuff and not have some consequences to be known in your head that's going to happen. If you're making a stupid decision, a friend should be able to tell you openly that, man, hey, that's you shouldn't be doing that. That's wrong, or how you looking at that, dude, look, if you look at it like this, it makes more sense. You're looking at it really shallow or really, one angled. Look at it in this different angle, just giving you a different perspective on something. So again, this video is just about the word friendship and what it should mean to you. And just because I believe this to be this way doesn't mean that you have to. I'm just saying that we need to kind of think about this. Like, who are these people that we're allowing to be a part of our lives? Because like the one guy that I was talking about earlier that thought that I was wasting energy about talking about a topic like this, I asked him, I said, okay, if you have 2 kids, you got a significant other, that's 3 people that you're saying that you solely care about, that you love, right? He said, yeah. I said, okay, now let's Outside of that, let's talk about your immediate family that you love and care for. We'll just say there's 5 people that you talk to regularly, that you see here and there, depending on if they stay where you stay, vice versa, things like that. He said, okay. So I said, now that's 8 people. 8 people that you love and genuinely care for is what you're telling me. Now let's say you say to yourself, I got 10 friends. They're 10 of my closest friends, my buddies, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now you're up to 18 people that you have to stretch yourself, your love, your time, you know, you have to stretch that across 18 people. That's a lot to stretch. Somebody's going to be neglected at some point. If you're not believing that somebody's going to be neglected, then you're stupid and you're fooling yourself. And this goes for any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? My theory is this. If you have more than 4 true, genuine friends in your life, then you're trying to be liked by too many people. You're just trying to win like a beauty pageant. You're trying to win a contest to be liked by so many people. That's not the case, because you got to think about it. These people that you call your friend, these are people that's going to be around your kids. These are people that's going to be around your family. These are people that's going to come over to your house. Now, do you trust these people 100% with your kids, with your family, to be in your house? You may say, yeah, okay. And then again, the influence that they have on your kids, is this something that you're trying to promote within your household? Is the influence that they're going to influence your kid, is it good influence? Is it bad influence? Is it inappropriate influence? What kind of influence are these people going to have on your kids? What kind of influence are these people going to bring into your house? You know, so you have to, all these things kind of build up into what a friend should be. Like me, where I live right now, because I just moved recently, I don't have no friends. You know, I just recently moved here. I have a lot of people that I'm cool with. I talk to on a, day-to-day basis at work, stuff like that. But even where I lived before I moved here, like out of my friends, or the people that I associated with, only maybe 4 people, 5 people have been in my house. So I don't allow everybody in my bubble, everybody in that close, to influence me, my household, or my child. You have to think about these things, because at the end of the day, your purpose on earth is not to just help people, but it's to guide people, to help people make good decisions. And it's going to dictate what kind of person you are. Are you a person of action or words? Calling somebody your friend, that's just a word. It's empty unless you fill it with actions. Like, how is this my friend? How are you my friend? You're my friend because you gave me a ride to the gas station to get gas one time. Okay, but what about all those other times that I've called you, or texted you and you never hit me right back, or you never got back to me until like 2-3 days later? What about those things? Or what about when I called you, you didn't answer your phone, you didn't even text me back, and I really needed somebody to talk to, and yet I didn't hear from you until a day to 2 days later? You know what I'm saying? I tell people like this, even people that's not my friend, if I give you my phone number, it's for a purpose. If you need somebody to talk to, it can be 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm serious about this. 2 a.m. in the morning. If you call and I'm going to hear my phone, I'm going to answer it. Whether I'm tired or sleepy, I got to get up in the next 4 hours, whatever. Because if you call me at 2 a.m. in the morning, it's either one of 2 things. You're having a bad time, you need somebody to talk to, or you're off drinking or something. Now, here's the kicker. One of them is exempt, because I don't associate with people that drink, smoke, do drugs, any of that. So obviously, if you're calling me at 2 a.m. in the morning, you need my ear, you need my shoulder, or you just need somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? The last thing that I would want is somebody to call me at 2 a.m. in the morning. I don't answer my phone. I wake up to go to work. I find out that this person that called me has killed themselves. Is that something that you can live with? Is that something that I can live with? I couldn't live with that. So we have phones for a reason. We give people our numbers for a reason. If you're giving people numbers just to give people your number, then that's a whole nother topic for another time. But that's something you need to evaluate. Evaluate yourself throughout the day. You know, is this person somebody that I want to befriend? Is this somebody that I want to bring into my bubble, my fold? I mean, these are questions that we should be asking ourselves. We shouldn't just be giving people titles just because they're words. Words mean nothing unless you have actions. You know, so that's just one of the topics that, you know, I'm going to be talking about. I just want to touch on because the word friendship needs to really mean something to you. You know, dedicated people need to be they need to be given the right titles. You know, they need to know where they stand with you, and you need to know where they stand in your life. You know, if you don't feel like somebody's living up to what they say that they are, call them on it. 9 times out of 10, people that are not genuine about how they feel about you and want to be a part of your life are going to get pissed off. Oh, that's bull crap, man. That's bull. Oh, man, I thought we was better than that. Oh, man, blah, blah, blah. A real friend to be like, you know what, my bad, bro. For real. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even see it like that. You know, when you had called, you know, I had some stuff going on and it kind of bled into the night. The next day I got up and I, you know, had remembered that you called, so I got back to you as soon as possible. But I do apologize about that. I'll try to be better at that. And it's okay to admit if you did something wrong, if you messed up. You know, that's a part of being a friend as well. Like, I messed up. I should have answered the phone. You know, it won't happen again. You know, even if you called me at 2 a.m. in the morning and it's, oh man, I couldn't sleep, man. What you doing? Oh, you probably sleep. Yeah, man, I know our time zones are different, blah, blah, blah. Chop, chop, chop. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But at least you know that I answered my phone at 2 a.m. in the morning, even though the conversation might have been stupid and you woke me up and now it's going to take me half hour maybe to wind back down and go back to sleep. At least you know that your boy picked up the phone. You know what I'm saying? Your friend picked up the phone. So again, you know, I just want to end this with saying that, hey, don't give titles where they're not needed, especially friendship. Don't call somebody your friend when they're really just an associate or just somebody that you like to interact with here and there. You know what I'm saying? Let the word mean something. You know what I'm saying? No success without progress. If people are not trying to help you progress in your life, to allow you to give you the strength to help them to progress, then why are we holding on to these anchors? A ship is supposed to sail, not to sit idly by and just collect water. It's supposed to sail. It's supposed to venture. So you need to surround yourself with people who are willing to help you venture to better yourself and to help you better them. You know, if anybody has any questions or want to leave any comments below, definitely appreciate it. This is my first video. It's going to be more to come. One every week, different topics. If you have a topic that you would love for me to touch on, definitely drop that down in the message box below, and you know, I'll read them and we'll see what we come up with. But I guarantee you there's going to be a lot more topics to go. My name is Gino, aka High Lava, aka the one that sees, and I'm out. Deuces.